Hello, my dear children. How are you all? Are you ready to add a new page to your travel diaries? Did I hear a yes? All right then. Let's discover India through another beautiful state. Let's find out where are our four traveler friends and which place are they taking us to. Aha, there they are, enjoying the beautiful sunset at the Panjim beach. Now that we have seen Goa, where are we going next? Asked Ruby and Rosa. No worries on that. I already have my plans ready for our next destination. Take a guess, said Danish. We are going to the state of snowy slopes. This got the other three thinking for a while. And then they are jumped with excitement. Are we going to Himachal Pradesh? Yes, Danish replied. The state is believed to be the abode or home of gods and goddesses. That's why it is also called Devbhumi or land of gods. Situated in the western Himalayas, it is one of the 11 mountain states and possesses several peaks, extensive river system, beautiful valleys, and peaceful monasteries. Himachal Pradesh shares borders with the union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh to the north, and the states of Punjab to the west, Haryana to the southwest, and Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh to the south. Do you know? Danish explained further. The hilly state is almost universally electrified, with 99% of the households having electricity. The state was declared India's second open defecation-free state in 2016. To this, Rosa said, "So we are going to a destination for all seasons and all reasons." Yes, all nodded and agreed. They suggested that they should travel by air from Goa to Shimla, the summer capital of Himachal Pradesh. But Rosa and Ruby had read about the Himalayan Queen toy train to Shimla and wanted to experience the ride. So they all flew to Delhi from New Delhi railway station, boarded the Kalka Shatabdi, and from Kalka railway station, they boarded onto the toy train. The children were thrilled to ride one of India's most incredible feats of engineering. Started in 1903, the toy train route has now been listed as UNESCO site. All four were mesmerized by the ride through lush green mountains with scenic and misty views. It was little past noon when they reached Shimla. They decided to have lunch at the ridge and take a walk down the Mall Road. They spent next 2 days admiring Victorian architecture of the place and visiting some famous spots like Jakhu Hills, Naldera Park, Kalibari Temple, and Shimla Reserve Forest Sanctuary. They were captivated by the beauty of Mother Nature the place offered. But this, they knew, was just the beginning. Their next stop over in Himachal was Kullu and Manali. Stretched out leisurely on the banks of river Beas, they offered their travelers a scenic trip along with plethora of adventure sports activities like river rafting, trekking, paragliding, and mountain biking, to mention a few. On their third day in Manali, after visiting Hidimba Temple, a local couple in their traditional attire caught their attention. They were told by the couple that what the woman is wearing over her clothes is called a pattu. The ends are pinned with silver brooches and then tied around the waist with a belt. Men wear chola, dora, suttan. They suggested that children must take world-famous Kullu shawls and loi, that is a gent's shawl, and Kullu caps as mementos. The couple owned a small restaurant down the street. While they were talking to the children, the couple invited them for lunch the next day. They promised some authentic Himachali dishes. The friendly and hospitable nature of Himachalis was very much evident in their voice and invite. As promised, children reached the place at lunchtime. They observed that arrangement has been made to sit and eat on the floor. The couple understood their puzzled look and explained that this is the traditional way of eating in Himachal. Children were even more excited when they saw that leaf plates have been placed in front of them to serve food. The children were served dham, a popular traditional feast prepared during marriages and festivals. They were served rice, madra, palda, khatta, some pulses, and meetha. It is a complete food, not only according to Ayurveda, but also nutritionally, they were told. In the evening, children enjoyed participating in Nati, the main dance form of Himachal Pradesh. After spending the fruitful day, it was time to say bye to the family. Firionio, the lady said. Come again was what she meant. Danish promised to be back for the famous Kullu Dashehra. Children came back to the hotel. They had to pack their bags to leave for Dharamshala the next day. Dharamshala is the winter capital of Himachal Pradesh. Not long after arriving in McLeodganj, a suburb in Dharamshala, children realized that the place is blessed with the same beauty as other parts of the state, but what sets it apart is its strong Tibetan character. It is only to be expected though, as it is the abode of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Children visited various beautiful monasteries and relished various Tibetan dishes during their stay. Next, children discussed their plans of visiting Khajiar, a town in Dalhousie and the mini Switzerland of India as it is often called. The Khajiar Lake, one of the highest lakes in the country, was a sight to behold. On clear sunny days, the majestic Mount Kailash is visible at a distance from here, Danish said. The scenic, picturesque landscape of Khajiar completely justified the title of Mini Switzerland given to the place. Well, the trip of Himachal Pradesh has come to an end, but memories of this visit will be etched in our hearts forever, said Ruby and Rosa. So children, wasn't that a wonderful experience for all of us too? Now I have a task for all of you. Find out the names of current Chief Minister and Governor of Himachal Pradesh, and then we shall discuss about the same during our online classes. Alright? So keep exploring and keep learning. Bye-bye.